man Yash Music says, bro, make a video on mixing of drum section from start to end, because apparently I just make drum patterns but beginners don't get the same exact sound as mine. And since I'm a G and I don't want to let any of my boys making whack ass beats, in today's video I'm gonna be making a full in-depth tutorial guide on how I make my drum slap so hard when making early 2000 R&B x 50 Cent type beats. So if you're ready, let's get into it. Pow. Alright, so the very first thing that I like to do when making these kind of beats is to definitely set the master channel preset. So what I'm gonna do is to hop in the Tycoon drum kit, and I'm gonna go over the mixer preset section, and I'm gonna select the master channel preset, and I'm gonna drag the master channel preset just like this. And this is the very first thing that you want to do, and if you have the kit, bro, you're definitely gonna be fine just with this preset on the master channel. Now the very next thing that you want to do is to send the melody to the mixer channel, and all you need to do is to double click it and press over here to track, and then as you can see you have the melody in the mixer channel. Now what you want to do, same with the master channel, bro, you only want to apply the melody preset over here just like this. You drag it, very simple, and as you can see here we have an EQ, a compressor, and a limiter. And when you open the EQ, if you don't have it, you can just copy these EQ settings and you're gonna be fine, bro. You can literally do the parametric EQ in FL Studio. And by the way, for the master channel, all you want to use is a parametric EQ with a little boost on the high end, a soft clipper with the default preset, and then also use the TR5 classic clipper. And then as you can see here from the band, there's a little boost on the high end of the frequencies, and this is the master channel. Now let's play the melody and see if the frequencies are actually right. Alright, I kind of like it, but I still feel like there's a little bit of low end going on, which I don't really like. Basically the goal here is to get rid of all the low end of the melody, because you need to understand that there's gonna be the kick and the 808 that will be clashing with the melody, so you don't really want to have that going on. So what I'm gonna do is to put the low end at 200 and see how it sounds. Yeah, it sounds better. I might even get a little bit back, just a little bit. Yeah, this is fine, because you don't want to go too crazy with this thing with the low end, because otherwise you will really eat a lot of the body of the melody. So you know, you gotta find the sweet spot, and every melody is different because of mixing reasons. Now the very next thing that you want to do is to lower down the volume of the melody, because you don't want to have it too loud. So I'm gonna reduce it with the compressor. Bear in mind that you want to have the volume around this area like this. But bro, it really depends. I might even increase it later on with the drums. It really depends, but this is the way I feel it now. So at this point, I'm gonna start putting some drums, and my process usually starts either with the claps, the snare, or a rim, and it really depends on the vibe of the melody. Like usually when I have a very melodic melodies, I will tend to use a clap. If I have a more aggressive melody, I'll use a snare, but it really depends, of course. But I think I'm gonna start with a clap. Yeah, this Young G clap, bro. Then we're gonna use this one, and we're gonna send the clap to the mixer channel, and of course we're gonna put the mixer preset for the clap. And bro, if you wanna get the same exact mixing that I have, bro, cop the kit, link in description, very first link in description, and you're gonna get the same exact sounds, bro, so you don't complain, oh bro, why are my sounds are not slapping the same way yours are slap? Bro, get the kit, man, you feel me? So at this point, once you've chosen the sound, all you need to do, bro, is to really go with the flow. There really is no rule when making these kind of beats, bro, and in general when making beats there is no rule. It really depends on the flow and the vibe that you have in that current moment. Yeah, I actually feel like this will work, and bro, you really don't need to go too crazy. Very simple stuff. Because at the end of the day, right now you're just setting the foundation of the beat, and then after that you'll decide how much you want to play around with any sound. I feel like putting another one over here, and maybe you can play around also here like this. Yeah, and we can also duplicate this whole thing. Alright, at this point we're actually fine to search for the kick, and of course we're gonna hop into the Tycoon kick section, and let's see what we have over here. Bro, Champagne kick, I'm not gonna lie, is one of my favorites. I'm probably gonna use this one. So the very first thing that you want to do when placing the kick is to send it to the mixer channel, and then you sidechain with the melody. So you just go over here, you press the right click and you select sidechain to this track, and then when you open the melody over here and you go over the fruity limiter, you should be able to see sidechain number 1 over here, which is the kick, bro. Like if you press the right click, you'll be able to see the kick. And then yeah, bro, once again here we're just gonna set the bounce again. Let's see, let's just experiment and let's see how it goes. And then once again here in the piano roll, you just want to experiment with some bounce, and then you can just adjust it however you prefer. Yeah, I actually like it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I might duplicate this whole thing and see how it sounds, but I'm definitely gonna make some variations over here. The foundation is solid, bro. It is very solid, bro. Once again, like I said before, you don't need to put too many things and go too crazy straight away. You can just set the foundation at the beginning, and then you decide how you want to add other notes or remove them and moving notes here and there, bro. It really depends on the vibe of the melody. All right, so let's see how we can play around with this piano roll. Here, for example, I'm gonna put a kick like this, maybe here, you know, like here, and I'm gonna reduce the velocity. Maybe instead of having it there, I'm gonna do it here. Alright, let's duplicate this whole thing. You know what, man? I think I'm gonna do the same effect that I have here. I wanna try doing it again here. Actually, here is gonna be again. So first time here, second time here. And I'm still gonna move the clap like here. And I'm gonna have it around here again. So here, since I want to have a little bit of variation, what I'm gonna do is to remove these notes and I'm gonna replace them with these other ones like here. So at this point that we basically have the foundation of the beat, man. All you need to do, bro, is to really start putting some perks. Like this one. And bro, bear in mind that when it comes to the perks, I generally do not mix any sound at all, because the perks that I have in my kits are very high quality that you don't need to mix them. You just need to drag them into the piano roll and you're gonna be fine. I like this perk, bro, a lot. Let's also add this other one. So once I have a good amount of perks, I also like trying putting some perk loops without overdoing too much, because they really add up a lot of sounds in the background and sometimes they might even be too much. So you want to be really careful with these, but let's see what we got. Yeah, I fuck with this one. Yeah, man, so we're actually fine. So at this point I'm gonna put the 808 and let's see the best 808 to use for this one. I think I'm gonna go with this one. So let's send it to the mixer channel, and of course we're gonna sidechain it with the kick, and we're gonna put the mixer preset channel for the 808. And another thing that I like to do, it really is to lower down the high end and also the mid end, because for this kind of beats I really prefer to have a lot of low end but without necessarily having too much mid and high end, because there really are a lot of frequencies going on from the melody itself, so you don't really want to have too many frequencies coming from the 808 as well. Alright, let's try putting some notes for the 808, and bear in mind that for this kind of beats you really want to hit the beginning of every bar, and then maybe you also add another note every now and then. You really do not need to go too crazy with this thing, because otherwise you will literally mess up the beat, so really be careful with the 808. Alright, these notes are actually in the right position. Of course they feel too boring, so I'm gonna spice it up a little bit. Right, we could even try lowering down the notes. Maybe this one higher and the other one's lower. Let's see. Bro, you just want to experiment a lot. There really is no secret. Yeah, man, the song actually good. Not gonna lie. Yeah, let's duplicate the whole thing. You know what, man? Just to give it further variation, I'm gonna keep it there at the bottom for the first 4 bars, and then in the next 4 bars we're gonna have it here on the top, so that we also spice it up a little further. Bro, it sounds cold, man. I hope you'll be able to hear the low end, because that's the actual part that you can hear from this 808. Because like I said, I really cut out a lot of the mid-range and high end. Maybe I could try boosting it a little bit, but I don't really think it will suit the beat. Yeah, it still sounds good, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I want to try having the same gap that we have here for this other note of the 808, so I'm gonna put the same note like this. Yeah, it sounds better, especially because there's also the kick over here and it will kind of clash a little bit, so it's good that we have that gap over there. Alright, bro, at this point I actually have all the elements that I need for the beat, and as you can see I didn't really do any mixing at all for the perks, so let's get straight into the arrangement. So first thing first, what we're gonna do, bro, is to move everything here, and I'm gonna put this part of the melody like this, because this is the most quiet part of the melody. I really want to have the most chill part of the melody first at the beginning, so that when we get into the hook we have all the elements playing fully. But at the beginning of the beat you don't really need to have too many elements. So what I'm gonna do next is to select this whole thing and go into the cue of the melody, selecting this knob over here, that is the low end, and then I'm gonna make an automation clip. So I'm gonna go over here just like this, create an automation clip, and then as you can see we have this thing over here. You just move the point all the way to 0 and you make a little bit this kind of increasing effect, just like this. And then what will happen is that as the beat plays throughout this whole length of the melody, basically the low end will be cut out gradually up until the point that we set at the beginning. And this is a very cool trick that you can apply in your beats to make a smooth transition between the intro and the hook or the verse or whatever. You know what, man? I think I'm gonna still use this beginning part though, because I feel like it is too quiet, that part over there. So I'm gonna do the same thing but just with the beginning. you see, bro, so basically at the beginning we have the low end of the melody itself, and then once the drum hit, we don't have anymore the low end of the melody, but we just have the low end of the kick and the 808. Bro, you know what, I actually forgot to put some risers, man. Very important, bro. I always like to have some risers, so I'm gonna put them. Yeah, something like this, bro. Also, bro, the scratches, bro, I love them, man. The scratches, bro, super important. Alright, instead of having it here, we're gonna have 3 shots like here. Yeah, bro, simple, easy. Know what I'm saying? Alright, so now that we actually have all the patterns, bro, I think I'm gonna also add a filler at the beginning. So for the arrangement of the beat, I'm gonna copy this whole thing, and so over here I think I'm gonna give it a break of the kick and also of the 808, so that will sound like this. Yeah, man, very simple arrangement. And to be honest, bro, I think I'm gonna keep it like this because we really have a lot of gaps. As you can see here, a lot of sounds are not present around these parts here, which is very cool, so that we don't have to waste any further time with the arrangement. And bro, I'm literally gonna copy this whole thing just like this. So another thing that I'm gonna do is to remove the perk loop over here, and also here, and also here, bro, so that we don't have it too many times. Hey bro, I'm pretty satisfied with the result. Bro, I'm gonna let you listen to the full thing. If you've enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment. If you wanna get the same exact sounds, the same exact presets, the same exact vibe, flow and everything, bro, make sure you check out Tycoon, bro. First link in description. And then bro, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Stepuz, bro. Next week I'm gonna be dropping a bomb, bro. You're gonna love it. And bro, I'ma see you on the next time. Bye.